Real Madrid's forward room has suddenly become a pressure cooker, and at the centre of that heat sits Gonzalo García, a young striker who once promised a smooth path up from Castilla, but now finds himself staring down perhaps the toughest stretch of his nascent career. Minutes that came sporadically earlier this season have dwindled, and where he once felt the gentle nudge of gradual integration, he now faces a shove of ruthless competition. Endrick is back in first-team training, fit enough to be considered for high-stakes matches. And Xabi Alonso's calendar is unforgiving. Champions League nights and key La Liga fixtures are stacked in ways that will force rotation and blunt margins for error. For Gonzalo, this is scarcely academic, it's binary: produce or be passed. Across training pitches at Real Madrid City, the lines are being redrawn. Endrick arrives with headlines and hype, bringing a style that tempts managers who want a forward who can both press and finish, while Gonzalo's path still leans on internal growth, intelligent movement, and the hope that a cameo or a start will finally tilt opinion. The coach's choices are tactical and human. Do you give minutes to a young attacker riding confidence from pre-season, or do you trust the established stars who can reliably produce in high-pressure evenings? Xabi Alonso has the pick of solutions, but no time to experiment endlessly. With European nights already upon them and domestic rivals sniffing blood, every selection carries consequence. This month, the next 2 to 4 matches will read like a playoff for a striker's future. A strong cameo, a goal, a composed hold-up play in a packed Bernabeu, or even a single match-winning contribution in the Champions League can reframe a season. Conversely, a series of anonymous appearances or being left off the squad could accelerate whispers of a move away or a loan, because at a club like Real Madrid, patience is generous only when results justify it. The human side mustn't be forgotten. Gonzalo has the background of Castilla, fans who remember his junior scoring bursts, and the locker room currency that comes with being a homegrown talent. But football at this level is increasingly transactional. Potential is valuable until someone else shows immediate output. Endrick's reappearance adds a tangible, urgent alternative for Alonso, a player who can stake a claim immediately and ease load on the squad's marquee figures. What does this mean on the pitch? Expect tactical tweaks. The manager may use 4-3-3 variants that favour a mobile striker, or he could persist with a lone no-9 scenario in which only one player is guaranteed starts and the others earn cameo minutes. For Gonzalo, the blueprint to survival is clear: sharper finishing in training, high-intensity pressing to show defensive value, and seizing any minutes with a killer instinct. He must force Alonso's hand not with words but with moments: an assist, a counter-attack finish, a composed penalty under pressure, or even a high work rate display that the coach can't ignore. The narrative here is also a mirror for wider Real Madrid policy. Youth integration versus immediate performance, the balance of preserving young talent and the ruthless demand to win now. Fans will debate: give Gonzalo more time or ride the new spark Endrick brings. Pundits will break down heat maps and expected goals, but the simplest metric remains minutes and end product. Over the next fixtures, including the Champions League nights that will define momentum and the domestic tests that will probe depth, the answers will come rapid and public. If Gonzalo delivers, the story will flip from a running out of time to rising to the moment. If he doesn't, expect transfer window talk, loan possibilities, and a recalculation of his trajectory. Either way, this is a crossroads moment that reveals Real Madrid's identity. Do they bet on the patient rise of a Castilla graduate, or do they move for immediate impact when the stakes spike? For viewers and fans, the drama is irresistible. A young man's career hangs in the balance under the Bernabeu lights, while a new name threatens to rearrange the pecking order. Watch the next training sessions, watch the substitution patterns, and watch the score sheet. Because in football, a single scene can switch the plot entirely, and for Gonzalo García, this month could be the one that defines him.